This is Zaxter99. Welcome to my new novel, which I call A New Life for Lucas. This is Chapter 3. If you've missed the other chapters before this, please go back and watch them. This is a book made specially for YouTube and will be read aloud so that both young children and adults as well can listen and enjoy it while doing other things, such as cleaning the house or maybe eating a snack together. You can read it yourself by simply muting the YouTube volume control. You can skip to a new page of each chapter at any time by simply moving to the next minute of the video. You can also slow this video book down if you need more time by pausing the video to catch up or reread a portion of the book if needed. A New Life for Lucas is just about to begin. Thank you for watching and enjoy. Lucas couldn't believe how much his mother had been playing Minecraft with him the last 3 days on the PlayStation. She had even went and purchased a brand new gold-colored controller because they only had 2 controllers before, and now Ava could join in the games and play too. She wasn't very good at killing monsters, but she was actually very good at digging and getting lots of wood and stone to build with. Not only that, but she seemed to enjoy playing when their mother played with him, and she would always be so proud to tell her mom exactly how much wood or stone she found in the game. Even though Lucas missed his father, he did like how close his mother and himself seemed to be getting this first week at their new house. He had never seen her spend so much time playing any video game. Even when she is hooked on that gym matching game she used to play on her phone, she never played it for 3 hours straight like she had spent in Minecraft with his little sister Ava and himself just last night. It was so much fun playing with his mother because she always got so excited and giggled like crazy every time she fought a baddie like a spider or a skeleton. It was already Saturday afternoon, and Lucas's mother finally put her controller down and said it was time to call it quits for the day because her friend Amy was coming over for dinner tonight, and that she needed to get dinner started. She also asked Ava and himself to get all their toys put away in their bedrooms, and that they would both need to take a bath today before their company arrived. His mother's friend Amy had a daughter the same age as Lucas was. She was just a couple of months younger than he was. While Lucas had seen and met his mother's good friend Amy a couple of times, he had never met her daughter, but his mother told him that her name was Emily. She had also already coached him over the past couple of days on how to show proper respect for girls, and it was kind of funny. He had laughed pretty hard when his mom actually told him not to do things like fart or burp when they had company tonight. He couldn't help but laugh at those words because Lucas did think they were funny words to hear an adult like his mother say. After his bath, his mom had picked out one of his nicer pairs of shorts and one of his nice collared shirts to wear. He didn't usually like the collared shirts because they always felt so heavy and not as comfortable as a regular old t-shirt. Today though, Lucas wore his mother's clothing selections without any whining because she had been so cool and so much fun in Minecraft the past couple of days. After Lucas got dressed, he used his favorite blue brush to brush his sandy blonde hair, and usually he just brushed it all straight down. But today he actually parted it on one side to make it look like his mother always liked to brush it for him when he was younger. He looked closely at his face and blinked his deep blue eyes fast a few times, as if mocking some flirtatious eye blink he had seen in so many cartoons. He wondered what this girl named Emily would look like, because he didn't want to ask his mother. His mother had already begun teasing him about girls when he was in the 3rd grade, and while asking his mom what Emily looked like was only asking for more questions from his mother, as well as a lot more teasing too. When Lucas walked into the kitchen, his mother looked up from the tomatoes that she was dicing up with a paring knife and smiled at seeing him dressed nice and being clean, it seemed. "Oh, sweetie, you look good, and I'm sure you feel better being so clean and looking so nice for our company tonight, right?" his mother asked, still smiling at him. I guess so, Mom. Whatever you say," Lucas responded as if a bath was just not cool. He certainly didn't want to give away his interest in what his mom's friend's daughter was like, or that he even cared anything about any girl. "Did you brush your teeth, Lucas?" his mother quickly followed. "For an extra minute even, Mama," Lucas answered, knowing very well about her 2-minute teeth brushing rule. Ugh, he had heard it so many times. He could say it in his sleep. 2 minutes, 2 times every single day. "Okay, that's my good boy, Lucas. Just remember, honey, no talk of disgusting things in front of my friend Amy tonight, or her daughter Emily. And no laughing or teasing at Emily because I've already told you that she is wearing braces for a few more months. I know, Mama. I would never tease anyone about them looking different. I mean, Ava looks like an alien, and I never tease her about looking so weird, right? Lucas said in response to his mother sarcastically. Lucas, his mother snapped at him with a goofy grin on her face. Your little sister is a perfect little angel, and there is nothing wrong with her looks at all, even though I do understand she can be a little pesky to you sometimes. Lucas laughed hard at his mother's reaction. I know, Mom, she's kinda cute, I guess. For a girl, I mean. But she doesn't pester me sometimes. It's more like all the time. His mother just laughed at this and started shredding a block of cheddar cheese into a big bowl. She already had hamburger meat cooking and taco shells aligned on a cookie sheet ready to heat up in the oven. Just looking at all the taco fixings was making Lucas hungry. He only liked sour cream, meat, and cheese on his tacos, but he liked that his mom was going to all the trouble of offering their company so many choices for their tacos. Just about the time Ava came running down the hall, dragging his Tonka truck behind her on the tow rope he had tied to the front doorbell rang. Go put my truck back in my toy box where you got it, Ava. That is my truck, not yours. Lucas yelled a little more quietly than he normally would have. He didn't want their company to hear him so angry, but his sister just made him so mad when she went into his room and got into his things. Now he was even angry at her because she just had to go dragging his toys around right as their company showed up for dinner tonight. Ava, go put Lucas's truck back where you got it, please, his mother told her as she walked past them both to go answer the front door. Ah, Mommy, I just want to show Amy how fast I can pull it, 'cause it's so fun, Ava pleaded to her mother just as she opened the front door to welcome their guests. Lucas tried to just ignore his sister, but he was certain that their guests would be able to see how mad he was. He just hoped they didn't think he was mad at them for coming over tonight. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you, hon, and this house looks just perfect for you and the kiddos, Amy happily said to his mother as soon as she had opened the door to let both of their guests come inside. Oh, it's always great to see you too, Amy, his mother responded and offered her friend a big welcome hug at the door with the door still wide open. Mom, you're going to let all the flies in. I mean, sheesh, Lucas sarcastically teased his mother. This got a hearty laugh from both his mother and her friend Amy as they stopped their hug to close the front door. This also got a little smile from Amy's daughter, who looked his way now, almost seeming to blush a little at seeing him. Amy was a blonde-haired, slender lady like his own mother, but her hair was longer than his own mother's short, straight, blonde hair. Amy was also taller than his mother, but almost everybody was taller than her, except maybe kids, because his own mother was only 5 feet and 2 inches tall. Lucas figured that even he would be taller than his mom in another year or two, as he was already 4 feet 8 inches tall himself. When Lucas saw Emily smile at him, however, he thought she was even a little prettier than her mother. She also had long blonde hair that looked a little curlier and fluffier than her mom's hair, and her eyes were the prettiest green color he thought he had ever seen. Look at how fast I can pull this truck, Ava screamed out very loud as she yanked on the thin rope tied to its front bumper and caused it to roll sideways and then slide on its side across the living room carpet. Before Lucas could yell at his little sister again, his mother saved him the embarrassment. Ava, please go put your brother's truck back where you got it so that we can eat dinner. You are hungry, aren't you, sweetie? I am hungry, Mommy. Okay, I will put Lukey's trucky back where I got it at, Ava yelled out overly loud, obviously excited about an older girl coming over to see them tonight. Lucas knew she was just trying to show off for Emily because she kept looking directly at her after everything she said so loudly. He wished she would just be quiet because she was starting to embarrass him some, especially dragging his toys around. When they all sat down at the table for dinner and started passing the food around, Lucas noticed that Emily liked her tacos exactly like he did. Sour cream first, then extra meat, and topped with shredded cheese. He would have thought she was just copying him, except for the fact that she made her two tacos before he was past the bowls of fixings to make his own. He thought that she must be pretty darn cool to not put any of those other nasty things like guacamole, taco sauce, or onions on her tacos. After that, dinner went pretty fast, as it seemed everyone was pretty hungry, and Lucas's mother and Amy had a lot to talk about. Boring stuff mostly, like Amy's boyfriend and how he could fix cars, some Italian romance movie both Amy and his mother saw recently and liked, and how the move went. Lucas thought it was kind of awkward a couple of times that he happened to look at Emily, and she noticed him, and seemed to smile nervously, the metal of her braces showing when she did smile. When Emily had finished both of her tacos, Lucas was just finishing up his third one and was getting pretty full. He wondered now if Emily also liked Minecraft like he did. Your mother tells me that you also like Minecraft just like my son Lucas, but that you play it on the computer, his mother said, interrupting his curious wondering if she liked the same game just like she liked her tacos the exact same way that he did. Yes, I love Minecraft. I didn't like it before they added horses much, but I really like the game so much more now, Emily answered with a big smile. Sometimes I can't get her off that crazy game, I'm telling you, her mother said, which seemed to get a quick frown out of Emily. It's actually a pretty fun game, I must confess, Lucas's mother said, almost seeming a little embarrassed to admit it in front of her friend Amy. I've been playing it with Lucas the past day or two, and I've got to say that when those ugly monster things come up behind you, and when you least expect it, it's better than the scare you might get in one of those scary movies you love to watch, Amy. Both Amy and her daughter seemed to think that statement was pretty amusing, and when they both laughed, Lucas noticed how much they really looked like each other. Do you guys play Minecraft on the computer too? Emily asked finally, as she seemed to be searching the living room for a computer. No, honey, Lucas's mother answered before Lucas could answer the question. We only have my laptop to cruise the web on, and we left our desktop with John when we moved over here. We have Minecraft on our PlayStation game console, though, if you and Lucas would like to go play it. Oh, that sounds like fun! Would you show me what Minecraft looks like on that game system? Emily smiled and asked Lucas. This was her biggest smile Lucas had seen out of Emily yet, and he had to admit that she was kind of hot when she looked and smiled at him like that. Even those funny-looking braces didn't seem to bother him much now. When he got the game loaded on the television screen, Emily seemed to like playing on the split screen quite a bit with Lucas, and also seemed not to care so much that there wasn't even horses in this version of the game. It took her a little while to get used to the controller, but once she did, Lucas was pretty surprised and even impressed at how well she played the game. Emily also laughed and giggled a lot like his mother did, but she knew how to play the game a lot better. Time seemed to escape them as their two mothers talked behind them as they sat on the sofa. They were both almost done building a huge mansion together with their own big bedrooms and even a big fenced yard when Lucas's mom finally told them both it was time for them to save their game and how fantastic their house looked. Oh, wow, Emily said as she glanced at the clock on the wall. I can't believe it's already almost 10 o'clock. Yes, it is. Time got away from me, too, Emily's mother Amy said. Can we come back tomorrow so I can finish this great big house with Lucas, Mom? Emily asked her mother as she stood up from where she'd been laying on the floor directly in front of the television set. Her mother laughed at this with a giant smile. It's good to see you two getting along so well. It seems that you two might just make pretty cute friends indeed. Mom, Emily said, blushing hard now. He is, well, fun to play Minecraft with. That's all. Gosh, you know how to embarrass me. By the time Lucas saved their game and put away the controllers, Emily and her mother were already yelling, "Bye, thanks for dinner," and headed out the front door. Lucas looked at his little sister and realized finally that he wasn't bothered by her at all after dinner because she had fallen asleep by their mother on the sofa. After his mother waved goodbye to them as they backed out of the driveway and closed the front door, she turned to look at her son watching her now. She smiled at Lucas with a knowing grin. "So, how do you like Emily, honey? She's pretty nice and just a little bit cute, isn't she?" Lucas's mom giggled just a little as her eyes searched his face for a reaction from him. Lucas couldn't help but smile, especially at the way his mother was grinning at him now. "She's cool, Mom. I like both her and her mother. I think we should invite them over for dinner again real soon. Because well, I think Emily and I really need to finish our house and everything." His mother chuckled softly and happily as she walked over and ruffled her son's hair lovingly. "I'd like that too, sweetheart. And yes, I do think that house needs to get finished. You two made a good team. I was watching you play together as Amy and I talked." Lucas smiled big and laughed when his mother messed his hair all up playfully. He smiled even bigger when she said that she'd like to invite them back soon. However, he was really happy that his mother was actually watching them play the game together and noticed how good of a team they made building that house. Lucas had never had a friend in his life that was a girl. He never would have believed that he'd ever want a friend that was a girl. But tonight, anyhow, Lucas really hoped that Emily would be his new friend. It had been a whole week already that he had last seen Jackson, who was his friend that lived next door to his father's house. And besides, Emily was definitely cuter than Jackson. Maybe all girls weren't so bad after all. Well, at least Emily wasn't so bad, Lucas thought to himself as he looked at his little sister asleep on the sofa. As Lucas walked over and pushed the curtains to the side enough to peer outside into the night, he wondered to himself why Emily couldn't have been his sister instead of Ava. And that's the end of Chapter 3. If you like this story, if you like these chapters, please be sure and share this video with other friends and family you think might also enjoy it. Be sure you like this video, and be sure you subscribe to me so you'll know when future videos come out. I want to go ahead and thank you. Be sure you leave your comments below. This has been Zaxter99. Chapter 4 will be coming soon.